All right. All righty. Here we are. I think it's ready. All right. Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel, the Electrical Expert 41. And if you are new here, or anybody watching my live stream tonight, uh, if you're new and haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or click on that big bell. So you get and turn all notifications on. Also, you get notified whenever I go live or post a new video. And and don't forget to give the thumbs up if you like this video and comment down below. Please and thank you. That so would be appreciated. Today or this evening, I'm going to talk about friendship. And I'm going to talk about being a Christian. As we know, friendship is very important to all of us. It's important to me too. And I strive to try to be perfect. I strive to try to be a good Christian in the way that I was raised. I try to be the perfect friend every day, all the time, every second to everyone. Uh, I've always been one of those type of people where I try to be there for people, including all my friends, whenever they need me, and to be there to comfort them, support them, and be there for them whenever they need me. I'm one of those type of friends that uh, is usually extremely patient, understanding, nurturing, I guess, is another way too. But also, I try to be as kind as I can, gentle, kind. I try to be as loving as I can, even when I don't feel appreciated back, or I feel like I'm being picked on, or like I can't, or like it feels like I never can make anything satisfied to certain friends, or in return that feel like they're just not satisfied or always have something to complain about or that I'm saying or doing or sometimes it just feels like just pure just drama where it feels like some friends are try to start drama or just look for something all the time no matter what or to complain to me about or in our friendship or to complain about like what I say or do online blah 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 or how I say things in an email, what I say, blah blah blah, which I try to be very careful about. I still try to do the best I can every day, all the time, every second, especially as a Christian too. I try to talk and act as Christian as I can. Sometimes that too, being a Christian every day, all the time, is very draining, very exhausting, very tiring, and it's not easy at all. But I still strive to be as best of a Christian as I can. I also try to be as best of a friend to everybody all the time, every second as I can. I try to be as respectful back to all my friends as I can. Um, I try to be fair with everybody and all my friends. And as I already said earlier, I try to be there for my friends whenever they need me, even if not all my friends are there for me all back. Even if I feel like I don't get it's the same thing with certain things back that I do with all my friends. And then also there's the parts too in college life even where I would give and do and buy and spoil my friends and buy things and do things that normal friends usually would never ever do for each other. But also to show how important they are to me, how much I love and care about everybody, and also I like working with others and helping people. It's something I've always been really good at doing. Um, One thing, however, though, still, back to us as Christians, but all of us as humans as well. Um, I think sometimes, um, because we're still all humans and sinners still, unfortunately, and mess up, and we always will, to some degree, anyway. Um, it's important for us as humans to be sharing the Lord's word together, to set good examples to each other and to others around us. We're supposed to work with each other, help each other, support each other, be there for each other, let each other know that, let our friends know how important they are to each other, how much they mean to each other, and let all your friends know back how important they are to you. Let your friends know back, like, how how special and how much they mean to you, and let them know, and let them know and remind them they have some self worth as well. It's also important for us as humans to be extra patient, extra gentle with each other, well, and to our friends and everybody around us, and to try to be as understanding, to each other as possible. Um, the other thing, that I want to encourage is, for people to pray for others, and and their friends, family, but also the Lord, our holy, true, eternal friend, holy, true, eternal Father first, and then our friends, family, and so forth. And in everything, as humans, all give thanks. Anyway, well, that's about all I can say at the moment right now. That I can think about. My brain is more than exhausted. It's been a very extremely like stressful and overwhelming day. For me. Extremely. Um, but also my depression has been in knots today about a ton of things. Um, I've had a horrible headache today all day. I still do in some way, and a pain in the eyes, and with everything that I've been through and all that too, and everything that I'm going through. And on top of it, what a lot of people don't seem to understand, I know it's been a while now since my mom passed away too from her cancer and all that, but that doesn't mean you just boom, just bounce right back up again. And what people don't realize is that I'm extra sensitive, or I'm not exactly the same way that I was, or when my mom was still alive and all that. I'm not able to take and handle as much as I was able to before. I'm extra fragile, sensitive, a lot more anxiety. My depression is a lot worse than it used to be. A lot more has happened in life, and there's still so much that I'm going through. And I would like it if my friends, if some of my other friends could try to be a little more patient with me, a little more understanding, including my friend today, for an example, that I was talking back and forth with online as well, and to kind of take it easy on me a little bit and try to understand certain things that I'm not able to explain very well to anybody, and to try to know that I'm trying to do the best I can, and all I'm trying to do is be the best friend I know how. I'm not trying to disrespect any friends. uh, nor am I trying to do anything that that friends wouldn't want me to do or I wouldn't want them to do. The other thing I want to talk about is my memory sometimes. I know I have people have said before over all these years that I have an incredible, outstanding memory than a lot of people do. And a lot of times the thing that people don't realize about me or is actually and that a lot of people don't know is people with depression and have certain illnesses, disorders, disabilities like I do, or actually can be even smarter in their brains can be way ahead and think way ahead, several like seconds ahead before a lot of no other people's minds can. But I'm not trying to insult. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not bad mouthing or making myself sound better than any of the rest of you, because I'm still human too, just like everybody else. But I was just explaining a little bit about the kind of depression I have anyway. But one thing lately, since my mom passed, is memory. It's hard for me to store every single, especially my best friend, for an example, today in certain situations. I know he thinks that I have this one friend, I know he thinks that he tells me certain things to do or not to do, and then thinks that I just go anyway and do certain things over and over that he says over and over to me net to do or not to do. And that I just unpurposely just go right along and keep doing certain things and disrespecting them. Well, it's not like that. But I've been through so much. My brain, I need a little bit of slack. I need a little bit of understanding, a little bit of grace. Then, um, and I need him to be a little more patient with me and a little more understanding. That my memory, I cannot remember all the time. At times, back and forth, every single thing that I possibly, you know, am not wanted to do, or told that they prefer me not to do, or I don't know how to explain it in a better way. The thing is, like for me, for an example, on this social media platform, on like Discord, for an example too, that's difficult for me because I try to follow every single rule on my best friend's Discord channel. If he says to do something or that he prefers me not to do something or that like members shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing that, I try to listen, I try to follow that. I try to remember every single cotton rule, every single cotton thing on his channel too, for an example, that is and isn't allowed and so forth. But no, I'm not just like intentionally just going around and like if he says that he prefers me not to do that or prefers members not to do this, not to do that, and so and so. No, I don't just keep on intentionally, on purposely, if I'm thinking about it or knowing something, disrespecting friends and then going around and just saying or doing whatever anyway, on and on and on. It's not like that. That part is a misunderstanding on my old best friend's part earlier today, for an example. I'm not mentioning any names. I'm not going to say my best friend's name. I'm not going to say any information about him other than when he sees and watches this video, he'll know what I'm talking about and he'll know who I'm talking about. I try to do the best I can. And it just kind of just feels like sometimes like no matter what I do, I'm in trouble. If I say this, I'm in trouble. If I do that, I'm in trouble with him. If I type that or say that or put this here or put that there, and it literally just sometimes I know that it might not be his intentions, but it really does. And on the other side of the line, when you're looking at just words and writing on a screen, you can't see emotion. It feels like I'm like the other person is going like that. It feels like my best friend was going like that this morning at me. Like and giving me a huge scolding and, you know, first. And I know for me, I said some things I regret. I said some things as Christians we shouldn't be saying, and it still shows, unfortunately, we're all still humans. But no matter what, I love my best friend. I love all my friends, family, neighbors, family members. I love the Lord, my holy true eternal friend, holy true eternal Father as well. But I'm still human, unfortunately. I'm still human, a sinner, mess up too. But I strive to try to do the best I can in everything, including with my friends. I try to do right with my friends. I try to respect, honor people's wishes. I try to remember every single cotton rule, my best friend's little Discord channel, and the things that he does want me to do and doesn't want me to do, or same with all other members that have to follow his terms and rules. But I need extra patience, extra understanding, and I need him to remember too how much I've been through since my mom has passed, and that like my body, my brain, I can't remember every single cotton, thing that like or in every single phrase and every single, and I'm not always thinking about that. When I go on my best friend's Discord, I'm on there, I'm trying to have a good time, I'm trying to enjoy myself, I'm trying to be nice, well, with other members, I'm trying to, and it just feels like every single cotton time, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I get contacted, and it feels like I'm getting a scolding, I'm getting in trouble, and I feel like my best friend is unhappy with me all the time, and I'm feeling guilty, I'm feeling like a horrible friend, and like a big screw up that can't do anything right, and it feels like I don't I'm not saying that like, oh, that his terms and his rules are extremely strict or overboard, but still, I'm sorry if I can't meet every single one, every single cotton moment. And on the other side of line too, I cannot see what his emotions are doing as he's saying certain things. I can't see what you always have words and sentences on a screen. And I was trying to say on my side of the line, I know he probably that he doesn't mean it that way. At least I hope not. But it really does feel like I'm being belittled, scolded all the time, in trouble. Well, and it kind of comes across like I'm being picked on. And most people would probably think the same thing, especially if it was done to him. For an example, he would see exactly what I'm talking about on the other side of the screen. If it was happening to him all the time, the same way that it's looking and feeling towards my direction, and I keep trying to find a way to explain that to him. But you might not mean to be doing that to me, but that's how it's coming on my end, and I have no idea what I'm supposed to react, how I'm supposed to. I try to do the best I can, but it's like I feel like I just can't win no matter what I say or do anymore. And it's not making me feel like a very good friend. It's not making me feel good about myself. It's not making me, I don't know. I just cannot win. And then there's some things that I want to try to make some people understand, or and yet that knowing that no matter all the talking in the world, that won't be understood. All I gotta say is I do the best I can. I'm sorry. And as for my best friend that might watch this later, or that is I don't see it on the live stream on the chat anyway. But if they watch this saved live stream, they'll know who I'm talking about. And I'm sorry. I try. And in our friendship too, I try to be the best friend I know how. Anyway, now that I'm done talking about that part, let's go back to something a little as positive as I can. Normally, I've usually always been a very positive type of person. It's been rather difficult, although since my mom passed, and people that still have their moms and their dads do not know what that's like. And if my best friend thinks so that he can do better than me or that he's better than I am, just because he's a huge, famous on Discord and has all these rules and looks at everything, is just a bunch of rules and so forth, and me not allowed to have any fun anymore on there or do anything or just get picked on and be in trouble and get scolded all the time, then so be it, I guess. I guess it's just the way it is. Well, nowadays, if I'm not meeting all the terms on your Discord and all the rules and whatever, I'm sorry. I really am. I try and I keep trying. Anyway, I wonder what I'm going to do wrong again tomorrow. Not to try to sound negative, but like it seems like every time I turn around the corner, I think everything is fine. Something else comes flying out of nowhere at me. I'd like to have a little bit of fun on Discord and all that, but like I said, I'm sure again tomorrow there will be something wrong anyway on there that even if it's inhaling or exhaling my own air, my own oxygen, I'm sure that like that I'll do something wrong. I always feel like I'm being attacked all the time. That too, anyway. Yeah, I can't say how lonely nowadays. Oh, my life is getting. I can't say how lonely like every day is, and also not having my mom to be able to talk to at night or be reminded, and also say to me, I'm so proud of you. If life was a well, if more people were like you, life and the world would be a better place. And you do excellent, and I'm so proud of you, is what my mom always would say to me every single night and remind me about. And how every day living with the kind of health issues and emotionally and physically, that I have to deal and live with in my inside of me every day that others can't see too. That I try to live around and do the best I can. That nobody can understand, but my mom and I, that isn't even around anymore. All I have is words to try to explain to my friends, and nobody understands. And then my best friend today wasn't even making it easier for me. And I was trying so hard. He doesn't understand. Anyway, I guess things are what they are. And on top of it, you get the thing where today I have to just deal with everything in my own. Like my mom's not around to be able to help anymore. I mean, I guess still from heaven, she can still help with the Lord's help and in the Lord's will and everything. But like directly in person, I mean. Now, well, to what I was saying too, I don't want anybody to get any ideas either, or with Discord that it's you know Discord can be a very good thing. There can be a lot of nice members on Discord. There's a lot of fun games, a lot of fun things you can do on Discord and everything. Um, I'm still, technically, trying to learn in my every day as I use Discord. But even with that, I still need people to be patient with me. I'm still, shockingly, as long as I've been on there's still a lot of things I don't know about. I don't know how a lot of things work on there. There's a lot of things with that I don't understand in there or about. Really, for me, the only thing I know about Discord is how to add people. Well, sometimes anyway, and then how to use the chat and type to somebody and send a message. Or it's pretty much about it that I can think of anyway, or how to use the DM too. But again, um, I'm still learning about things about that too, and, and it's hard to know even with that feature what is a good idea, what isn't, exactly how that is used, how people should, the best way people should be using that, what to talk about, like in the main like channel, for an example, is something too. And my best friend's Discord channel. Um, yeah, I don't know what to say about it anymore as of right now, anyway. Um, I do know though that at the same time with my best friends, with my best friend's Discord, for an example, he does a great job maintaining it. I'm just so glad. Well, one thing I am glad about is that one bot is not on there anymore, though. As funny as that bot was, however, though, that would boing, it looked like a blue ball. If my memory is right on that. And sometimes when I would be talking with all members on there, the big funny ball would bounce all over the screen and come bouncing out, and it would interrupt another member that all back and forth in a conversation when we were trying busy having a conversation together. That that goofy or that goofy bot would come bouncing out or bouncing all over the screen and send auto sentences to people, and it would interrupt us or sometimes say things that don't even have anything to do with what we're talking about in our conversation, and sometimes it would keep interrupting us or saying things about certain members and their names back and forth, and then all of a sudden one of the other members that I was in a conversation with all of a sudden with that humor typed to the bot and told the bot shut up twice, and then after that, after 2 3 times, the bot like did react and like say another thing, and then and then the member said shut up to that bot one more time, and after saying it 3 times, the bot went silent and then it went away and disappeared like out of the screen, and it was still on the it was still on the online listing by the member list. So it was still there, but it left us all alone in the chat, and it stopped bothering us and it went away. And I was thinking that bot, wow, that bot was easy. Some bots though, if you make them upset, some bots, something unexpected can happen, that you don't want. Or some bots are made or programmed and they can get angry and all that and then say who knows what, and then it actually causes some bots, if you irritate them or online, sometimes it will make it worse. Some bots will actually start yakking more and more, and it'll escalate. But then other bots, all you have to do is tell the bot to hush up, or insult the bot like 3 times in a row, or just keep on telling the bot to shut up or something, and then sooner or later the bot just goes away and shuts down. Now at the same time, you don't want to treat a live person that way, but like, when it's just a bot, in my opinion, it's all right. It's all right to insult a bot. Oh man, one day in my best friend's Discord channel, if I could just see that stupid bot again, I'll come back and do his screen again. For me, I would rather just insult the bot and then try telling the bot, those silly bots, that they're gonna short out, or just start asking the bots weird questions in the chat room. Anyway, um, that's all I can say about that now. But yeah, let me know if anybody has any questions about anything in this video. Sorry if this video seemed a little bit negative or awkward and all that. I'm sorry. I'm normally, like I said, especially in my live streams and my videos, I try to make them as positive as I can, but this one was an important video. This one, unfortunately, and with everything today and everything that, I don't know. It's too difficult with to show anything else. Anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Oh, by the way, I was going to ask something while I'm still here. I know it's kind of nothing to do with anything I was talking about earlier, but like, in case some of you don't know, who likes really good mac and cheese with extra cheese sauce? I know I sure do. I don't know if you all by you have a restaurant by you called Noodles and Company or not. Oh man, it's so good. It is delicious. It's just the original, like, all mac and cheese, and then ask for extra cheese sauce on the side that you can dump in if you decide to have that. You don't have to, but it's delicious. Oh yeah, and the restaurant is called Noodles and Company. And I also recommend, uh, if you buy you a steak and shake, ask for the two number one, two best ones of their shakes there, and ask for a really good sandwich called the Frisco Melt Sandwich. I get that anytime that I go there, and then I usually get a large either cotton candy flavor or a shake. Some of you might be going, "Oh, yuck," but it's really good. Or a banana or a large banana shake, small, medium, large size, whatever floats your boat. And Jimmy John's is another really good restaurant. Esper, the Turkey Tom, a foot long sandwich. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. Oh man, what happened with my live stream? Why is it not? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Uh, Please like if you like this video and comment below if you have any questions or any comments or anything you want to say or ask me or whatever. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful night. Bye.